Hi, I'm Kim Powell, the Journey Weaver Life Coach, and today we're going to talk about websites. I know several of my clients and the people that I work with, they get a little frustrated when they're trying to start out on their own and start a website. So today we're going to talk about 3 different things that you can do to help get you started. So you'll be a little less frustrated, I hope. In fact, I know you will be. So this is where most of my clients start. This is where I have them start off. And the first thing is the About page or your Welcome page. This is the first thing I always have them write. The thing of it is, you have to be careful when you're writing your About page and not make it all about your accomplishments. You make it about what your website is about. What are you helping them with? What are you going to do for them? That is what people are looking for. They're looking for answers for some problem. So you need to make sure that you are answering that in your About page. You can put a little bit about you. You can say, you know, just like the things that you started with. You know, that maybe you had the problem that they have that you are talking about on your website. So you can put that in there. I hope I just made sense of that. It just didn't really come out right. But I think you understand what I'm saying. So just make sure that if you want to put your degrees and your accomplishments, that you link it from your About page to another page, because sometimes they really don't care about all your accomplishments. They just want help. That's what they're looking for. So if you are in the health field, if you're doing vitamins, you know, those kind of things, that's what you want to talk about. What brought you to that product? What brought you to your business here, and why you are helping people, because that's mainly what we're here for. We want to help others to grow and to live better lives. So that is your first C, is creating your content. Then you worry about the rest will come, your products, you know, putting them on pages, but first start with your Welcome or an About page. Okay, the second one is collecting information. As you can see, I'm going to look down at my notes because I get off track, and I like to keep my little notes here so I can keep on track, and that way I don't just ramble on. So now we're going to collect information. So what is that? For most of you that may not know, because you're getting started, you have to have something to collect people's emails and their name, so that way you can let them know what you have going on, what you can bring to them. So you're going to get an opt-in box, or that way, or an autoresponder. So if you're not sure what those are the little boxes that you see come up when you go to a website and they ask for your email and your name, because they're going to send you either something free or you sign up for a newsletter. So those are the kind of things that you can do also. You can have a newsletter, you can give them a free report, maybe give them a free product, however you want to handle that. That is what you're going to do by collecting information, because once you have that, you can talk to them and you can connect with them in any way that you would like to through their email. So that's very important. And you have to not look at this as you're bothering them, because they're the ones that opted in to your email, so they want something from you. They want to hear from you. Okay? So after you've done all that, then you can keep sending them things, and it is okay. It's not spamming. You make sure that they can unsubscribe if they're done. Okay, the communicating niche is the third one. Make sure, this was the hardest part for me, was narrowing down my niche or my niche, whatever you prefer to call that, is where you focus on certain people. If you are in, let's say, just vitamins, if you're selling vitamins, maybe you want to focus on 50 years old and up. Do you see what I'm saying? I know it's probably for anybody under 50, but you need to stay focused on the 50 and up. So that way You can write a little easier. It took me a while to understand this because with what I do as a business coach and a life coach, I could be such a wide spread of people. But then when I started narrowing it down to, this, and this, it made a difference. You could just focus on women. You could just focus on men over age 50. You can just constantly narrow those down. It doesn't mean that people aren't still going to come in to your website or have you help them, but it just helps to stay focused on certain ones, and it just helps you to write. It helps you do a lot of things to stay focused on that. So I have some questions here that you can ask yourself, and I did write these down so I wouldn't forget. That what do you have about you on your site? Okay, now, is it connecting with your clients or the people that you're trying to reach? Okay, if you're not, you may have to go back in and tweak that a little bit, because if you're not, then you need to do that. You have to look at this and see, am I connecting with my audience? Because that's very important. You have to connect or you're not going to get new people and you're not going to be able to reach them. So the other one is to evaluate the way you're collecting the information. I have some thoughts on this, and I'm thinking about doing another video where to put opt-in boxes, how to put them. I would suggest that you put one either at the top, make sure it's in the side. You have to have them to grab people, and you want to make sure that they're seeing that. So I always tell everyone to put that right on their front page. If you can, put it at the top, and if not, you can put it at the side. I think right now mine is at the side. I have them at the bottom. Like I said, though, we're going to talk about that later because there's some things I've been doing to try to just tweak that a little bit, and I'm going to share that with you in a later video. So, but just make sure that you have that on there and it's easily seen, so they don't have to look for whatever you have to give. If people still are not, try changing it up. Maybe if you just have a newsletter, try to add something to that. A CD that you've made or a sample product. Then you'd have to probably get their address, which with an autoresponder you can get addresses. So there's so many ways that you can do this. So if one way is not working for you, spice it up a little bit, try something a little different. Maybe just, I give away reports. So maybe that report that you have, you could just change it up or change it to another report or change the title of it. So that's the kind of things that you need to look at if it's not working for you. Okay, ask somebody, ask some of your friends, ask coworkers, whoever, ask them to help you. Have them go to your website and ask them to look at it and tell you if they know what niche that you are targeting. If they can't figure out who you're targeting, then you're going to have to kind of tweak that a little bit. That's just some of the things you can do. You can have them look at it and tell you how easy it was to navigate, how easy it was to find things if they thought the looks and the feel of it. Just get some feedback, because that is the best way to know what you're doing when you're starting out. It is a great way. I've asked people and always try to get tons of feedback from all my clients, and just so I know that I am reaching out and it is comfortable for them to be there. They don't have any trouble looking or getting anything that they're in need of. So just take a look at that. And if you would like, you can email me your website at kim@kimberlypowell.com. I would love to take a look at it and help you out with this if you would like, or you can leave it in the comments below. And when we get time, we will try to get to everybody. I've had a few that have already been asking, is the reason I put this video together. So it may take me a little bit to get to yours, but you can leave it and we will sure try to get to it and let you know what we think and try to help you out a little bit. So that's all I have today. I hope this has helped you. I know it'll help you if you just take a look and really try to stay within the 3 C's that we just talked about. So until next time, I will see you guys on the inside.